Bill, it sounds like kind of a Boy Scout jamboree. Give us a more realistic picture.
Why do you ask him?
Co-educational Boy Scout.
They would like for you to believe it was a Boy Scout jamboree, but just back in the hallway coming out of the green room, TJ reminded me that they weren't hippies, they were called slippies. A true hippie that was peaceful, loving, smoked a little pot. A true hippie got out of the Spahn Ranch as fast as they could. Charlie not only sent the people, but you haven't read his book. Charlie says he sent the people, and he even admitted recently to tying up Lino LaBianca. Charlie said to Geraldo, when he was taping that television show in 1988, Charlie Manson, TJ, said, when I went in the house to tie up Lino LaBianca, I said, where is the little black book? Don't lie to me or you die. He was tied up with a piece of rawhide off of his shirt. The .22 caliber gun was Charlie Manson's that was used at the Tate House. Gun. That was your gun?
Yeah, it was given to me by...
Then you're the one that stole it from El Monte?
No, it was never stolen from El Monte.
Oh, you guys talk about this a little more. It's a reunion, folks. It's the Manson Family Reunion. It's the focus of this edition of Geraldo.
I've never took anybody's knife.
Is it easy to stick a knife in somebody's body?
I generally don't stick people. I cut them a couple times first and show them that I can, but I've never really stuck anybody, not stuck a knife in them. I cut them a couple times, show them I could, and then tell them, you know, don't make me do this no more.
Help me understand something, Charlie. Why do people murder? Why did those girls murder for you? Why did Tex Watson murder for you?
Murder for me?
You told them to.
No. Come back, D.A. Come back. That's not reality.
What is?
No, reality is they did what they did. They're responsible for their own actions. I'm responsible for my actions.
Ever kill anybody?
I've come awful close a few times.
Come on, didn't you, John?
What do you mean, come on, didn't you, man? I ain't lying to you. If you think I'm lying to you, you're wasting my time and your time.
Now, John, you would agree, right?
I would agree that what he told you was absolutely correct. He's not lying, and you're implying.
I'm persecuting Charlie.
In a sense.
In a sense, right.
We all are.
He, but for the abolition of the death penalty or the overthrow of the death penalty as written in 1971.
He'd be dead now. Isn't that kind of strange that that happened right at that point? Makes you think.
What does it make you think, John? John?
Maybe there's a bigger thing watching over, to make sure that...
You think Charlie is a blessed and protected person?
You could...
Didn't Richard Speck also get out on that class of 72?
Yeah, and I don't know much about that case.
You have a question?
Yeah, I have a question for Anson 13 here. You say you're not a follower of Charles Manson, but yet you have his face all over your legs, and you took the name that he gave you.
This is just clothing, and that's just a name.
Well,
what is your stipulation for a follower, anyway?
Well, if he's just a friend, I mean, I don't go around with pictures of my friends all over my legs and take their names they give me, take that as my name.
Why do you visit him in prison? What do you discuss when you visit?
Well, if you take somebody that's got nobody to go and visit him, wouldn't you like to be visited if you're in jail, Geraldo? Wouldn't you like Cece coming over to see you?
Yeah, I would. Cece's my wife. I mean,
there you go.
Are you spiritually linked to Charlie? Is that, do you visit all the prisoners or just Charlie?
No. I visit because there's a reason to visit, and it's just for talking, friendship. It gets very lonely in there. And those people aren't the nicest people in the world, as you know. You went in there to see him. You know what it's like.
I want to ask John and TJ, what do you think Charlie's attraction to women was? I mean, he was always very successful attracting young women, wasn't he?
I can't think anything for Charlie. All I know is that he was fun. He entertained you, he fed you, he made sure you had a blanket at night, he swept the floor, he cleaned the horse. He never turned anybody away from his door. So what do you want? Who are you going to be around? Somebody that throws sticks at you?
Yes, I met Sharon Tate's mother on Seattle Today, and during the program, people were asked, well, have you ever met Charlie? And there was like a long pause and kind of the stare that Charlie has. So then I helped Mrs. Tate afterwards, helping her to the taxi and the bags, and then I had some time to talk to her. So I asked her, Mrs. Tate, what would you do if you really met Charlie? And I went like this, and she went,
What's your point, sir?
My point is if Mrs. Tate ever met Charlie, she never met Charlie Manson. If she did, she would just strangle it. She would just take the guy's head off.
Oh. Do you
probably give him a hug? Hey, you'd probably give him a hug if you met him, too.
Yeah, but, Geraldo, what the guy's saying is Mrs. Tate saying she's a killer.
To TJ and his lovely, lovely wife, what do you do for a living?
Me, I clean parks and pick up the trash, and I get disability from the government because I went to keep the faith going, you know, to protect our rights that you've taken away from Charlie. And if they can take them away from him, they can take them away from you or anybody else. So you might as well figure that out now.
Pay you.
Huh?
We pay you.
No.
You don't pay me. I got my leg blown
My
apart.
taxes pay you.
I got my leg blown apart to get my money.
saved your
Did you
life.
go over
And
there?
if you're so upset about Geraldo
I'm not upset.
exposing
He's
you,
a nice
why did you
guy.
accept his invitation to come here?
I accepted
Something needs to be
because we were
done about
supposed
the way the media runs everything.
I came here because I was
They run
asked
this
to come
country.
here.
Okay.
All of you are like lost sheep listening to the media. It's so much lies. They run on the sensationalism.
You're the lost sheep.
The pot calling the kettle black. You're
I'm a
very
lost sheep.
hostile.
You know, we're all
Anson
lost.
13, you're very hostile, and you come in here and you're copying an attitude, and the face that we see and the stare that we see from Charlie's eyes is what he's projecting, that he's getting from us. And I'm sorry, I think it's a bunch of crap.
Thank you.
That's
Thank
your
you.
opinion.
Just for the record, I want to go back to Deborah, who is Susan Atkins' attorney. Does Susan at this point confront the fact that she committed these crimes? Does she say...
Let's sort of understand, Geraldo, what Susan is doing in prison, what crime she's in prison for. She's in prison for Gary Hinman's murder, as well as the 5 murders at the Tate house, plus the 2 at the LaBianca house. But Susan Atkins did not kill Gary Hinman. Bobby Beaujolais did. She was present with Mary Bruner in that house. Unfortunately or fortunately, however you want to look at it, she was present at the Tate house, although she did not murder Stephen Parent. She didn't murder Jay Sebring, Abigail Folger, or Wojciech Frykowski. However, she was a participant in Sharon Tate's death. She was in a fight with Wojciech Frykowski and lost her knife. So Susan never stabbed Sharon Tate. The person who stabbed Sharon Tate was Tex Watson, who mutilated the rest of the people there. Susan never entered the house at the LaBianca residence. She is doing 2 life sentences for the murders that she never committed for that. However, she is doing those sentences.
What does Susan say about Charlie telling her and the others to commit these crimes? What does she tell you now?
Susan's position on that is that she never heard Charlie tell her to go murder somebody.
There you go.
What she told me was that Charlie had told Tex Watson, he had told the girls, go get into black clothing and go get your buck knives and do what Tex tells you to do.
That's what Charlie said.
That's what Susan told me. That's what in 1969, that's what happened. So they got into the car, and then it was Tex who drove them then to the Polanski residence.
All right. Now, you know, we're working around in circles here. Tex Watson said in his parole hearing many times that Charlie told him to do it. Charlie told the girls to get in black. Charlie told the girls to go get their buck knives. Excuse me.
In parole hearings.
Come on. And
that's not
and
the
then
trial.
they went out and committed what was probably the
out.
first of the modern mass murders. I mean, for the first time in American history, people in their own homes felt unsafe. It started decades of paranoia. Charlie is in many ways the architect of this current age of the loss of innocence. I mean, Charlie Manson will live forever in infamy, and we are curious.
Tex didn't know anything anybody was saying. Tex was nuts.
And you said at the parole hearings he
We
said
didn't
that.
even know
you know?
Tex.
He didn't say it at the trials.
Geraldo, I got a good
and he
one
wants
for
to
you.
get out.
Okay? This country was gotten by the American Indians. We gave them blankets that were infested with smallpox. The government's been doing it for a long time.
I mean, there's been mass murders inspired by...
When I asked Charlie about your religion, Atwa, and how he was going to protect his air, tree, water, and animals, he said the first thing he was going to do was kill 50 million
if
people.
they're not alive, you're not alive. That's what the whole thing's about.
We are all killing the earth.
Let me go back to Dolores. How do you feel, Dolores? Having fun so far?
Oh, great.
You know, get a shot of little Dolores's feet. It's so cute. They're sort of suspended in midair there. You know, swing them around there. So, Charlie is only 5'2" tall. Maybe you liked him because you could see eye to eye. Yeah, it's so cute. Yeah, Bill, you want to say something?
Well, I was just going to say this religion, this concept, this thought that you brag about called Atwa.
I don't brag about it. You asked.
Can I have the floor? You've had it long enough.
Well, don't put words in my mouth, please.
No, I want to take them out.
Thank you.
Atwa is air, trees, water, and animals.
All the way alive.
Where are the people in that gospel?
That's the animal. You're an animal. That's the life.
We'll be right back.